Well, hello YouTube and welcome back to Retired for Life. I'm your host Brian. Today we are going to do a little more shop work, but before I do that, I find myself having to go up to the drying tent every now and then to get some bits and pieces of wood out for different projects. So what I'm going to try to do is clear a path going up that hill to get to the drying tent. Now this snow has been down for a little while. Everything is frozen really hard and it is quite cold out there. So I've got the tractor running in the background here and you can see that this snow is quite deep and it is a bit of a climb to get up here to my drying tent. But we're going to see what we can do just for the fun of it. If I don't have to trudge through all that snow, all the better. So why not take a crack at it? Well, I'm amazed we're really getting there. Well, we got a nice easy path now. So let's get up to the drying tent and see what we can find. This is for the railing that I'm going to put on the side. I know it seems a little ridiculous putting a railing on one side of a one-step, but hey, you know, we're out here to fool around and have some fun, and I'm trying to learn as I go, so why not? Yeah, that's a lot of logs there and there. Yeah, we're pretty good. Yeah, it looks pretty good. It's not perfect, but good luck finding perfect pine. That tractor never ceases to amaze me. Okay, folks, so we've got our lovely 8-inch wide board in here now that came from the drying tent, and I've continued working on my probably grossly over-engineered step, but you know, that's okay. To tell you the truth, it's quite fun to do this. Yes, I get a little carried away with the engineering. I'm not as familiar with the strength of wood as I was with steel, so what the heck, what's a little bit of over-engineering, make it that much stronger. So this is what we've got so far. So my step itself, as you remember from the last video, the top of it is basically done. I've got the half-inch radius corners on the sides and the front. And now we're working on the bottom for the supports. So we had this piece that fits in here. Just like so. And then our end piece. Now I've numbered these things because I'm fitting each piece as I go. So this piece, very simple, fits right there. So that is going to be glued and screwed, or some variation of that, into that end. Now the other end is where the railing is going to go. So this piece, which fits in here, so as you can see, there is a 1-inch space here. I've set this back by 1 inch. So what I'm going to do is from this inside out to about here, I'm going to cut back in as far as this face for my 8-inch wide board. Now that board, because I want it to be strong, I want something to fasten it to. So it will now be able to fasten to this piece here, which is just going to give it that much more strength. All right, so there is the assembled step, just dry fitted. Nothing has actually fastened hard and fast at all. So let's get our hand railing cut for this side, or the hand railing support. All right, folks, so this is the part I'm not looking forward to, that I've got to be pretty careful with. So I've got to cut this notch out now for my hand railing support. So I've got a little piece here that I cut off the bottom of that support to use as a fitting guide. I've got it laid out here. So it should be pretty straightforward. Now comes the work of straightening all of this out. Now it does matter that these sides are nice and square and straight, because this is what's going to hold the railing straight up and down. Well, folks, we're pretty much at the no turning back point. Now, it's time to start doing some assembly. So I'm going to put the front and end pieces on. So I've got these angle brackets that I made some time ago, and they are really, really handy. So I'm going to put a link to these up in the corner of the screen here, so you can have a look at that video. I just love these things. Now I've got some holes in them so that I can actually put screws through them to hold them down in place. So I'm screwing to the bottom of the stair step right now, so that doesn't matter. You won't see those holes. So the idea is to give me something to clamp against for the front piece to make sure it is nice and square. Yeah. Here's to success. All right. I do need to get a softer mallet than this plastic one. I'm not exactly sure. Should I get rubber or should I get leather? If you folks have got a little more experience with this, let me know. What do you think? What kind of hammer should I be getting for tapping on wood here? Let's start clamping up. I am very slowly growing my collection of clamps, but I definitely need more yet. So I've got little pieces of wood underneath my clamps to make sure I don't mar anything. And you can see how my angle bracket's fastened down there. The ends are going to have one screw going through here. Now it's not going to be the strongest screw because we're screwing into an end grain. So I'm counting on the glue to do a lot of the holding here. Let's get our glue in here. Okay, here's our piece. I don't particularly like this type of clamp. I prefer to be able to crank on them as needed. I think that is it. Yeah, so we got everything clamped up. So the next thing I'm going to do is fool around with the railing support on the side here. So with that part sitting, we'll start working on the handrail support. Yeah, I'm happy so far. Okay, so here is my handrail support that fastens into that notch at the end of the step. So it's just a piece of pine, 1 inch thick, and about 7 7/8 wide. So what I want to do to make it look a little nicer and to make it stronger as well is I want to put a couple of pieces of pine in this way, kind of like this. All right, let's get the our little router table set up over there and see if we can't start grooving this board. All right, so I've got a 1/2 inch cutter in there right now. So, and I'm set to 3/16 of an inch depth. So this will be the outside edge of the two pieces I'm putting on. All right. Yeah, that's good. Now we want to put our outside radiuses on next. This is here. All right, that's got us in pretty good shape. Let's clean our edges up here a little bit and do a test assembly and see how it looks. All right, let's see how we do here. Now you got to remember, this isn't at its finished height and it doesn't have the angle on it yet. And there's no railing cap. So that's the next thing I've got to make is the railing cap. I like that. What do you think, guys? So that is basically going to give this board the strength of like a 2-inch board rather than a 1-inch board. because of these pieces. And they're a very good fit in there. Yeah, that's good. So there's another part done. I'm not going to glue that together or anything yet. Once our step is dry enough, it will go inside, and then I can get the angle for that. I'm quite pleased with that. So now I need to figure out what it is I'm going to use for a cap. You'd almost think I had some idea of what I was doing, but not really. All right, let's see what we can figure out, what I've got that I can use for the cap now. All right, folks, I'm a little torn on this one. I got a piece of ash here, much tougher to work with without a doubt, but considering it's the cap or the handrail itself, you know, you can get that super smooth, and it's going to take lots and lots of abuse. But, you know, what kind of abuse is it going to get? And then I have got a piece of cedar that's a little closer to the size that I would like. You know, I could run that through the planer and then just put some nice big radiuses on it. This will be tough. Well, I have not done hardly anything at all, as in zero, with hardwood. So, I don't know, maybe today's the day. What do you guys think? So it'll be interesting to work with some hardwood. We'll just see how it goes, folks. It's tougher on the tools, tougher on the head, but I got to try it at some point in time, so this will be it. And then I have one other thing that I have to do something with. Right around Christmas time, I got this box that showed up. Yeah. So I generally do my chain sharpening by hand, and I have mentioned these things before and talked about them and looked at them, and lo and behold, one showed up. So I've got to get this out soon. It's been in the box here for a while now, so we got to get it out, get a chainsaw down here, and give this a try. All right, folks, so I think we'll end this video here. I just want to thank you for watching. And don't forget, if you've been enjoying the videos, I'd really love to have you give the video a like, leave a comment if you've got any comments, and please subscribe to the channel. I'm getting pretty close to that 1,000 subscriber mark, and I'm really looking forward to hitting that. So remember to stay safe, be good to each other, and we'll see you out on the trails the next time.